Hi, Steve Lewis here. Welcome to another edition of fitforfunction.com.au. Today we're going to looking at one of my favourite sports in the world. It's badminton. Very fast and dynamic. One of the world's most popular sports, particularly in the Asian countries, but it's also big in Scandinavia, UK, and even out here in Australia. Today I want to look at one particular part and how we can train and create motion so that we become very effective hitters of what we call the overhead clear. As I'm hitting my overhead clear, there's certain motions I need in my thoracic spine in order to make my shoulder very successful. So some ways we can warm that up are to just follow sequencing such as this. I can go through right rotation and then go through my overhead clear. I can go through left rotation, go through my overhead clear. I can go through right lateral side bend and go through my overhead clear. I can go through left lateral side bend, go through my overhead clear. I can go through some extension and go through my overhead clear, and I can go through some flexion and go through my overhead clear. I could then go off the one foot, do the same thing, rotation, overhead clear, opposite rotation, overhead clear, side bend, overhead clear, right side bend, overhead clear, go through some extension, overhead clear, and then go to flexion, overhead clear. I could then do that off the other foot, and so on and so forth. I could then advance that depending on my ability. So we could advance it to a hop. So I could go in hopping position, right rotation, overhead clear. I could go left rotation, overhead clear, right lateral side bend, overhead clear, left lateral side bend, overhead clear, and again I can go through the extension, overhead clear, and then flexion, overhead clear. All this is going to do is really wake up my body and prepare me for that shot. So now when I go to my position to hit my overhead clear, my body feels really switched on. I feel I've got lots of motion and it feels fantastic. Give it a go. I know I train a lot of badminton players, and we use this technique quite often, and they feel a massive amount of freedom. This also works with tennis or any other sport that you use a racket, even squash. And so give it a go and reap the benefits. Again, thanks for watching Fit for Function. My name's Steve Lewis, and I'll see you again soon.